Welcome to Wrestling Hill Talk, where we talk all things wrestling old and new. I am Heckin' Steve. We've got Roger Elkins II, Kev the Wise Man, Dr. Nick, and of course the Tribal Chief, Will. How's everybody doing this week?
Great, happy birthday.
Good.
Oh, well, thank you.
Been a great, awesome week.
Hell yeah. This week has been flying by pretty quick, if I'm being honest with you. And I'm not complaining about it at all because I'm ready for the weekend. That's when all the fun happens. Not pertaining to what we were talking about before we went live. Not that.
Well, see, you're the youngest one. See, you can say all the fun happens on the weekends. Us kids are out of school. We can't say that.
We can't say nothing.
Going to the park is fun.
Fuck the park.
Well, I play Pokemon Go, so I walk around the park and stuff. We got Bellsprout Community Day.
I'm looking for
this weekend.
Figures this weekend.
Hell yeah, dude! I mean, I'm gonna be. I
figures.
think I'm gonna stop by a couple game shops and see
The new
what I can
Legends
get into.
set hits the 28th.
I'm looking for a Scott Hall for Will.
Speaking of,
I got one.
Ray says
Okay.
he's so happy that we switched nights
what's up,
back
Ray?
on Thursdays. Oh, look who decided to show.
What's up, Ray?
Oh, Brian.
Brian's here.
What's up, Brian? Finally.
He froze. He froze.
Brian's in the house.
He
That's not
froze.
really. That's his AI representative.
There
All
he
right,
is.
he's here. All right, now that he's here, I gotta move everybody around again because of
Switch
my
your-
OCD.
Your OCD.
All right, cool. What's up, Nash?
Damn
Richard Sutton's in the house. What's up,
Hey,
man?
Richard.
Kevin Van
What's up,
Gelder.
Ray?
Kevin
up,
just
Kevin?
recently had a birthday as well.
Happy birthday.
Yep.
What's up, Kevin Van Wilder?
Are we going to talk about how Roddy Piper came back to life and signed his new Ultimate?
Whoa, shots
horrible.
fired. I tell you what, though, all the cool people are born in April, man. No doubt. Hell, Nash has got a birthday coming up in a couple days too, man. So
Yeah, Roddy Piper's birthday was yesterday.
there you go. So it's like my dad's was the 16th, Roddy yesterday, and then you got me today, 34.
The real world champion.
Legendary.
Hey, Dr. Nick, real quick though, I did ask the guys if they had a signed Roddy Piper Ultimate. They didn't have one though.
Right.
Damn.
Thanks, Nash.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
We're not that
Premium
good.
item.
Yeah.
You just have
Well-
to be fortunate to get that.
Starting
I
to
did-
feel old.
I didn't see the JSA on it, so.
Yeah. And you won't. You definitely won't.
Thanks,
It was-
man.
you know, it had-
Speaking of JSA, I went to JSA this week. Hell, I don't remember what day it was. Tuesday, I think. And you just can't get better in the world. JSA is the #1 leading authentication company in the world. So shout out to those guys. Highly recommend them.
Hell
They're
yeah.
great.
I love me some JSA.
Shout out to you, Will, for making the trip. You know,
Yeah, every-
Yeah,
Every month you do it. Every month.
Yeah,
Yourself,
every
Will.
month.
to and from. No sending in the mail. These are in his possession, and he takes. When we were down there last year, we went with him, and he drops them off. We dropped them off and picked them up. I mean, they're in his possession.
It's a
Kev,
good
you
little
know-
drive. Good little
Kev,
drive, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is
Kev, do you know why William does that?
because he's selfless.
He's selfless.
Selfless. Yep.
Very true.
That's what
I was
it
gonna
is.
say he's because he's a piece of shit, but I mean, yeah,
No.
selfless works.
He makes nothing on it. He makes zero. Zilch.
It's a wash.
It's a wash.
It's a wash.
Hey, man, a great man once said, "Fuck the tribal chief."
Yep, I am a great man.
Roger.
So I see Steven woke up on his birthday and chose violence today. So,
Yeah, he did.
He drinks
Hey,
some
man,
of that Bayou Dan.
yeah.
Hey, this week has been going by fast. I'm just trying to slow it down. But I did actually change my background. I ended up moving my desks like they were used to be facing this way.
I was
that way.
noticing that. You look
Yeah,
crooked.
and yeah, I did it like this. I mean, it kind of looks crooked. I still got to work the kinks out. But now I got it to where like my game shelf's behind me, and I've got Bray Wyatt, of course, back in view for everybody to see. Much better than just having two little pictures behind me, I think. I still got some more shit to do to kind of swag it out, but I'm digging it so far. I got more room in the room, which is great. But anyways, let's get into the show that we have today. So,
Oh yeah.
first
I'm
up,
talking about-
let's talk about the Raw rewatch. So, more than half of the people here are still doing that, I hope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
catching up.
So, like, who's the furthest right now? Probably Will, right?
Probably
Yeah.
will.
It's me or Roger. We're real close, I think.
No, I just started WrestleMania 10, so you're way ahead
And
of me.
so I'm right at King of the Ring 94, so I'm a couple months ahead.
Yeah, you're a couple months ahead of me.
So, what's been going
Yeah.
on with that?
Man, I tell you, it's just incredible watching it. Raw was the best when it was a 1 hour show. It was the absolute best. The
Yeah.
feuds, the storylines, all of the good stuff that you don't have today. At this point in 94, you still got Macho Man commentating, you still got Vince commentating. Now you're starting to incorporate Jerry Lawler into the commentating as well. So, I mean, that's all, just the history factor. It's just wonderful. Now, right now, what you're seeing is Jerry Lawler start to do his King's Court on Monday Night Raws, and he's starting to make fun of and starting to entice Roddy Piper, who actually came back in '94 at the King of the Ring for a big match. So, uh, you know, just building up to that. The Quebecers are still rolling full steam ahead. They're about to lose their titles to the Head Shrinkers. Razor just lost
Spoilers.
his Intercontinental title.
Spoilers.
Razor just lost his Intercontinental title. This stuff happened 30 years ago, guys, so it's not spoilers.
Yep.
It's 30 years old. So,
Yeah.
but Razor just lost his title to Diesel, which pushes Diesel way up the ladder. Like, you didn't even think of Diesel as a number one contender to the world title. All of a sudden, Diesel wins the Intercontinental title, and he's like in the number one contender spot automatically. So they're getting ready to set up the match between Brett and Diesel at the King of the Ring. A lot of good stuff. But, 94 Rumble, WrestleMania 10, all those different things going on. Such a great, great time to be a fan. I mean, I remember it all like it was yesterday.
Yeah, I have to concur, agree with Will. The storytelling. I mean, I'm right now at, like I said, WrestleMania 10. I'm almost through WrestleMania 10, but the storylines you got with Shawn Michaels and Razor, you've got Jerry the King Lawler coming back, you got Macho Man, who was actually in a match, and then he went back to commentating. You got Vince doing commentating. The storytelling is it's just not there here. It's so amazing back then of how you can just put it together, and it actually is like a cog, and it just goes like this. It's so smooth. You can tell one from the other. You know what's going to happen. I mean, well, actually, I shouldn't say that. You think you know what's going to happen, and then wham, they flip it another way. It's great storytelling, great booking. All over. It's just a great time to be watching, be a Raw fan at that time.
Yep. And then incorporating the pay-per-views into it is where you really hit the home runs. Because I think if you
Yep.
just watched the Raws and you didn't incorporate the pay-per-views into
Oh,
it,
yeah.
you'd miss out on so much.
Yeah.
So you
You're
gotta watch
lost.
those pay-per-views
Yeah.
in between to
Circle.
really catch the full effect. So shout out real quick. Shane Powers is in the chat. Welcome in, Shane. Ray Hall's in the chat. Richard Sutton's in the chat. Hannah Lauren Ivy's in the chat. All these TRC folks, welcome in, guys. We're glad you're here. We are talking wrestling. So go ahead, Steven.
No,
Well,
but
I
to
was
his
just
point.
gonna-
But to his point though, like I'm watching the Raw rewatch, and if I didn't watch those pay-per-views, it would feel like I'm months behind if I didn't watch those because you have no idea, like, so and so is feuding with someone or what's leading up to it. So you need to watch those pay-per-views with those Raws.
Also, too, Brian, and you'll agree with me on this, I know. When you watch the pay-per-views, you can see the feuds end.
Mm-hmm.
Where the feuds are building, 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 and then you hit the pay-per-view, and then the feuds end, and the next feud starts. And that's another thing you don't really see today, is you don't really see where feuds start and end. You just have random people that are just the number one contender, or they're just going to have a match. You don't have that start and stop of the feud.
And then real quick, speaking of Raw, Royal Rumble 94, that baby blue Razor Ramon, Superstars.
Yeah, yep. Love it. Love it.
Hell yeah.
That's all.
I kind of agree and disagree about the Raw was the best when it was 1 hour. I thought 2 hours was pretty good. I know because like nowadays you watch Raw that's 3 hours, and the
Steven-
first 35 minutes is an opening segment, and then the rest of it just kind of
But
drags.
Steven, I promise you, from the time that bell rings till it ends, it's all wrestling for the most part. Like it's jam packed. Like
Oh, yeah,
trust me, it
You
feels
don't
like a
even
2 hour show.
Back in
There's
the
not
day,
even a lot of promos.
Hold on,
It's
what did
straight
one at a
wrestling.
time?
Sorry.
It's just straight wrestling. There's not a lot of promos cut. It's just you'll
Yeah.
have a couple promos, and then it goes straight back into wrestling, and that's all you get, and it's great.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot of 94, 95. There was a Twitch channel a couple of years ago, and they basically would run WWF from like 90, like from the beginning of Raw, which was like 93, I believe. Yeah, 93. And then it would go all the way up to like 2005, 2006. And then they would just literally start it over. And it ran like damn near 24 hours a day. So, yeah, it was great, man. So, I mean, like that's a lot of the exposure I have to those episodes. I do have Peacock now. I signed back up whenever WrestleMania happened. So, I mean, I can jump on and watch it whenever. Of course, I just haven't yet because I'm a slacker. But I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it so far. WrestleMania 10 is fantastic. I mean, nowadays the ladder match with Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon isn't as iconic as it used to be because of how desensitized we have became to what they do in ladder matches now. But at the time,
iconic.
yeah, I mean, I was going to say at the time, that match was kick ass, like even more than it still is.
Sorry, I have to disagree. Sorry.
Yeah.
You got Scott Bam Bam Bigelow against Dink or Doink, excuse me, with Dink
Doink
going
and
against,
Dink.
yeah, with Luna Vachon
Luna.
going against Dink,
Yep.
and he is bringing in what guys are doing now.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, I'm seeing that now, and he started it.
Yep.
I don't
And
know
half
if
the
it's
people
where,
don't-
I'm old school or whatever, but to me, the thing you have to live up to is Shawn and Razor, and these other ones are working to, and they haven't lived up to me. All this high flying and the spots, yeah, they're cool, but I don't think they've lived up to the storytelling and the match that's still back in WrestleMania 10. That's why that will always be a legendary match for me.
Yeah, no, 100% agree with you.
I mean, I wasn't trying to discredit that match. I was just
No,
saying,
brother, we all have opinions. We know how those are.
Got the salt, brother.
That's all, brother.
Well,
I mean,
a lot of people.
It's my birthday,
A lot of people that talk about that match, and it's become kind of a consensus, is Razor and Shawn told a story, and there just happened to be a ladder involved.
Right.
And as much as I appreciate the TLC match with Edge, Christian, and the Hardys and the Dudleys and stuff like that, like Steven said, yeah, we have become desensitized because back in that era, something as simple as a 450 done by a lot of the luchas or the Japanese wrestlers was like, oh my God. Now it's like just another spot,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
remember how crazy we were over the Frankensteiner? Now everybody
oh
does
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Well,
Or the
look
super
at
kick.
it too. Look at it too with Bam Bam and Scott, Razor Ramon, and all those. The stuff they were doing back then is not being replicated. It's just being tinkered with, and they don't even. I bet you they don't even know how it came about from back then till now.
Well, and don't even get me started on the fact that people started kicking out of finishers and now they don't mean as much. I mean, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
But he brought up a great point though about the Frankensteiner. Do you have any idea what kind of power it takes in your body to do a Frankensteiner? First of all, you got to jump up and put your legs on a 6 or 7 foot guy's shoulders, grab him, and be able to flip at the same time he's doing a front flip. You realize the amount of power in your body it takes to do that?
Yeah.
And when
I mean,
we
can
first
you
saw
imagine?
that move, we're like, oh my God, that's about like the Canadian Destroyer when I first saw it.
Mhm.
Well, that move, the brainbuster that Sammy did on Gunther, I was surprised they let him do it.
Yeah.
That was wicked though.
Well, look at too back then. you got guys on the rope again, Scott Bam Bam Bigelow, for instance, and they're telling them to get off the ropes.
Yep.
Nowadays, that's where they make their money or make their things at.
Yeah,
is
they pretty
jumping
much
on
let
the
it go
ropes and
now.
doing stuff off the ropes.
Well, in other news with WWE right now, of course, Rhea Ripley got severely injured, and Liv Morgan is the one taking the blame for that.
Bitch.
Whore.
Wow. All right. Well, tell us how you really feel.
I think
You don't want to know how I really feel.
I
You
think
don't
he
want
just
to
did.
know.
That's the clean version.
That's the clean version.
Well, other than that, I mean, that's pretty much like the only news from WWE right now, as far as I know.
Jey Uso
Yeah.
Well,
lost
Chad
the
Gable turned on Sammy.
world heavyweight title though. Jey Uso. I
Mhm.
mean, I think it's a little too quick for him, but man, that'd be great. But I
I'd
really
love to
think
see it.
Jay and Jimmy are going to be back together very quickly.
I was just about to say that new team with Solo and
Taga or whatever.
yeah,
Tonga.
You know
Yeah,
what
But
I
don't
think is
you
going to
think?
happen?
they're
Don't you
gonna
I think
have
you're
a
gonna.
third
I think
new-
you're gonna see another faction too. You're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
see
gonna be
Chad
the-
Gable and the Creed Boys, and you're gonna have a new Team Angle.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
I'm
you
up.
look at two. Look at two. You're gonna have two. You're gonna have Bloodline. Then you have Solo Sokoa.
Well, yeah,
Tonga,
you'll have the NWO, and then you'll have the Wolfpack.
and you'll have one more on Solo Sokoa's side, and then you got Jay and Jimmy and Roman feuding with them.
You know,
got
Dr.
I
Nick
think
you
brought
got
up.
at WrestleMania, WWE learned not to put Jimmy and Jay versus each other because it stunk to join up with their
The best
one-on-one
spot
match.
they had was in the main event.
But
Yeah.
if you would have put them two in a tag match against anybody, it would have been a great match. But you
Yep.
put them
Yeah.
two against each other, and right here, we've been all calling that for a year plus not to do that because it's not
Yep.
going to be good. You can't always have brother versus brother and it turn out good. So
Yep.
You know, I'm going to comment
Correct.
on what Dr. Nick said, if y'all don't mind. The Creed brothers, a lot of people overlook them. They could be the next Team Angle. They are that good. And
Yeah.
you put Chad Gable in there. That's a match made in heaven right there.
Yep.
I agree wholeheartedly. The Creed brothers are awesome, and you put them with Gable, especially a heel stable. I think it'd work.
I personally love the new Raw Tag Team Championship belt too. I'll just throw that out there. Go ahead, Roger.
Okay. I watched the Creed brothers down at NXT, and they were amazing down in NXT. So when they got the push up, I knew it was going to happen. They were going to be with somebody because they're that good.
Well,
They got-
now
yeah.
that you have Vince gone, and Vince was so down on tag teams towards the end
Yeah.
that he started to just split them up for no reason. And now you
Yeah.
have, Triple H running it to where he's like, hey, some guys aren't meant to be on their own, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, I'll be quick. I'll be good.
So there was so
You
much
know.
stuff that actually happened this week. I totally forgot
Put in
that
mouth.
they put out the new tag team belts. So I was trying to pull up an image of it real quick because, I mean, I've been waiting for them to change those belts for a long time.
Yeah,
I'm glad
those
they
are
did.
They're sweet.
so
were
bad.
Horrible. The new ones are
I liked
awesome.
them. I liked them.
I love them.
Yeah. These new ones.
I'll learn to love them. Anything's better than the
Dude,
stupid
they're way better
circle
than what.
belts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
man.
man.
They have side plates. That's awesome.
And one of them
Yeah.
belongs to R-Truth. So
Hell yeah.
Although that was pretty funny that he kept calling Triple H. What the hell did he call him?
Tommaso Ciampa.
Tommaso
Tommaso
Ciampa.
Yeah.
Triple H was laughing, dude. He's like, "Oh god."
And
I,
then
I
he-
hope they.
R-Truth is the most entertaining talent
He
in
is.
any of wrestling today.
he's another.
and
so
he can
when,
wrestle. He's good.
Oh yeah.
when Sammy
Well,
was
and a lot of people forget he was the NWA champion in TNA.
Was.
Yeah.
Dr.
Sure
Nick,
was.
how can you not like that belt?
I love it.
I guess
That
to
belt's
me that there's
Yep.
no separation anymore. It looks just like the world heavyweight title.
You can definitely
That's what
tell
I.
that
That's
it
what
was
I don't
made.
like.
You can definitely tell that it was designed by Triple H because it still has
Yeah.
like that bow down to the king kind of vibe to it. With the
And also,
griffins
too,
and
I don't
shit.
think this is the finished product because if you compare this to the actual belt, I sent it in the chat side by side. The actual belt has different coloring on it, so I think this is not a finished product. I think this is just like a like a prototype or whatever, and then when they come out, they'll look just like the real things. So
Okay.
I would definitely say I would buy that belt.
I hope they
would.
end up changing the Intercontinental. I hate the Intercontinental title.
Rob says he's going to miss the Trojan Condom tag titles.
Yeah.
Well, they want
Hey.
$500 to pre-order that new tag title.
Hey,
by the
speaking
way.
of which,
Yep.
welcome in Rob to the group. He just joined. He's
Welcome, Rob. Glad to have
a
you,
new
brother.
member. So thanks, Rob.
Welcome, Rob. Welcome,
Welcome,
Rob.
Rob.
Welcome,
Looks
Rob.
like he
But-
looks like he got to meet Rhea Ripley.
But
So that's
guys,
cool, man.
that doesn't that tag title kind of look like the Big Eagle?
Yeah,
Little bit,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely does. And
I am glad
first-
that they
my
didn't make
first
the
reaction-
logo too big.
My first reaction was it looks like the old WCW tag titles from about 92, 93, and then they kind of like built it up from there. But the design of it looked like that to me.
I just want to put
I
out
love
there.
those titles.
I just want to put out there. Mrs. Elkins is watching. I can hear it downstairs. And another friend of mine, Jennifer, is watching as well. So
Awesome. All right.
Shout
Welcome
out.
in.
shout out to you two.
Welcome
Our
in.
entire female audience demographic. Welcome.
But
Yeah.
don't think bad of us after you watch us.
Yeah, we have two, I think, maybe
Yeah.
three.
Yeah,
I don't think they'll be watching after this.
they'll stick around. All right,
They
so
might go take a dump after this.
let's go ahead and let's
Stop
hop
making his
into. Let's go ahead and hop into show and tell. Since we got our poop joke in there.
Gotta have it once by Dr. Nick.
While he chugs a 2-liter soda.
Shit happens.
I tell you what's great though, man. It's like, we got medicine that stops diarrhea, and we got medicine that gives you diarrhea. Like, there's
Yep.
people out there in the world that are like, man, I really need to stop this diarrhea. And then you got another guy, that's like, man, I really need to have diarrhea.
Why buy the medicine? Just go eat Taco Bell.
Exactly.
There you go.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We got
I don't know, I
totally
just had
off
a
topic.
I had a random thought about
That's
that earlier
almost
today.
as good as the side effects on medicine, where it's like you buy an allergy medication and you listen to the side effects. It's like diarrhea, bleeding in the eyes, low property value, your car tires fall off. It's
Yep.
like, well, my nose
Health
isn't running
balance.
anymore, but my ass is.
Yep.
There's Ms.
Yeah,
Elkins. Healthy balance. LOL.
Because like, what the fuck are you talking about?
When you watch a medication commercial and it's like, this medication will make you feel great, but please note that it can give you diarrhea, make you confused, make you have seizures, cause bleeding from your anus. And then it's just like 45 seconds of like all the horrible shit it'll do to you. I'm like, man, I'd just rather be fucking depressed.
Yeah.
Don't
Credit
forget-
card
don't-
debt,
hey,
become a
hey,
Dallas Cowboys fan,
Whoa.
Hey, and
whoa.
don't forget,
Whoa.
and then don't forget this one. It could give you a hard on too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that lasts more than
Only
48 hours.
contact the doctor if it lasts more than 8 hours, though.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And of course, you're the doctor.
And then they
True
wait
that.
until you last thing it could cause death.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
like, oh, if you and then, yeah, it's like obvious too. They're like, if
Did you
start
or a loved
experiencing
one take
shortness
this
of breath,
medication?
What are we talking about?
Yeah. How did we get
I
off
don't know,
topic, Steven?
see, this is what happens when you bring up poop. It triggers all of this.
We went off the rails.
I blame Dr. Nick on that.
That should be the new name of the podcast, Off the Rails.
Off
There
the
you go.
rails. Yo, I thought of a badass heavy metal band name the other day. Bring the Rain. Like, is that not just badass?
It reminds me of Blind Melon.
Blind.
We
no,
had a
Bring
band in
the
high
Rain?
school called
Oh,
Lyme
well, yeah.
Disease.
They said no rain though. All
I
right,
know.
let's move into
All right.
show and tell. I'll go first. I just have two things that I got off of Ben, but he's not here tonight because he don't like us no more.
Yeah.
Actually, I
He's
can't
playing
remember
T-ball.
what.
He's playing
T-ball.
T-ball.
Playing T-ball.
He's playing
T-ball.
T-ball?
His daughter.
Yeah,
T-ball.
yeah. Ben is.
Been able to hit the ball off the tee?
Anyways, I got this 8x10 of Maxine from him. Good price.
She's hot.
And then
Drop down hips.
Drop.
I got a signed RVD GameStop exclusive pop,
Sweet.
and that's gonna go
Nice.
on the top. I have like my pops hanging up in my TV room, and there's like an empty spot on the top shelf where all the signed pops are. So that's where old Rob Van Dam's gonna be kicking it. I'm gonna wait till 420 before I put it in there.
There you go.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna put it in there right after this. But yeah, that's all I have for show and tell today.
I've
So we'll go ahead.
got some sweet pops coming up on the next live. Just throwing that out there.
Well, good, because I need some. You gonna send me some brother picks?
I got pops like
brother exclusive picks. Let me verify that.
You haven't seen yet. Trust me.
Woo!
Well, I want to see him.
Hey,
all right.
Hey, and that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
That's the spoiler.
That's right. That's right.
It's your
Is it my
turn.
turn?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I just got this in the mail today. I pre-ordered this a while ago, but it's the Heels and Faces Johnny Gargano. It's pretty sweet.
Nice.
I finally was able to get these. I got the Monday Night War Scott Hall.
Hell yeah.
And the Hogan.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And
Nice.
then I got these in the mail yesterday. Guys, if you didn't pre-order these, I don't know what you're missing out on. Woo. Now I was with Kev when we were in the hotel room with Mark. It says "Welcome to the farm," and then obviously William seen Phineas. So, and then I got this one too.
Nice.
Nice.
Then I got a trading card. Then I got this from
Just
William
one
as well.
trading card.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I can't find Mark's. So, but I have this one.
Okay.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh.
And then, guys.
No, I wasn't talking to you, honey.
Guys.
Sorry.
You ready? Guys, are you ready to see this?
Yeah, man.
I am.
Really?
Woo!
Dang,
No,
that's
bar.
hot.
Official promo. Hulk Hogan, rip 'em, baby.
Look at that. Look at that.
Very
That's sharp.
Not
So
bad.
not only does Mr. Howard own that, but I thought Ben had one. Ben had something totally different. And then Mr. Howard and I were looking on eBay. We were looking all over the place. You can't find another one. So you're talking about the rarest of the rare.
So I got one more thing. So I was literally just out picking up my son, and there's a little Walmart there in town, and they had one. They only had one. So unfortunately, I couldn't get it for you guys. But
Sweet.
Nice.
Holy. Oh, man.
It's cooking.
There you
Nice.
go.
Now, I bought a Hype Chief Peter Maivia figure off of Will probably last year.
Yep. But
guys,
super
seriously.
rare.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
look at that promo,
Incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
though.
Amazing.
love it.
It's like Kev says sometimes. I don't even know if I deserve to have this.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, Kev
I
be
love
getting
it.
some pretty good shit, man.
So shout out to William.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
Shout out Apple Cheerios. I know that. And some Honey Nut Cheerios.
Shout
And
out
Diamond
to
Emails,
the
baby.
founder of Boom Boom Boom.
Boom, boom,
boom,
boom.
boom, boom, boom.
The boom,
Oh,
boom,
Cabana?
boom.
Sarah says, looks like we're Walmart hopping this weekend to try to find that.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
All right.
You know, I still never found that damn 3-pack of Hogan.
Damn, man.
My Target never got them.
I
Yeah,
found
I'm
that.
going
I tried
to-
to get the second one for Ben, and they didn't have it.
Let's
I'm
all
gonna
have
go to Walmart this weekend too. So if you guys need any, let me know.
let's go ahead and have
Yeah.
a moment for Nick, not being able to get that 3-pack of Hogan. You know, he's doing so bad on the
Yeah.
Hogan collection, you know.
I see like 83 of them right there.
His Hogan collection is barren. His Hogan collection is barren.
Yeah.
You know what they say, man. Mo Hogan,
When it
Mo
comes
problems.
crashing down and it hurts inside.
Literally.
Literally.
I'm still looking for the Cody Rhodes Hell in a Cell pop figure.
So is
Is that Walmart?
everybody here? Everybody here is looking for it for you too. I promise.
Is that Walmart or Target?
Promise.
Steven?
I think that
Walmart.
was everywhere. I've seen it at
It's
GameStop.
Walmart exclusive.
All right.
Walmart exclusive, I believe.
Well,
I'll be
I
there.
know GameStop has them too. They just don't have them in stock because they have them on their website. And I had the dude check for me last time I was in there because he said that he had one, but it got sold.
Was he
So
drunk?
yeah, I mean, was he drunk?
Yeah.
I mean, he works.
I
at
don't know. I
GameStop,
thought I
so
saw.
hope so.
I thought I saw the Walmart exclusive on the box.
Shane says he got one at Target and he's going to send it to me
Oh.
for free because it's my birthday.
So
That's
maybe
what
they
Shane
are
said.
everywhere then, huh?
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, there might be a Walmart exclusive version of it, But yeah, I mean, I've seen it in multiple places. I just haven't physically seen it in stock to buy it.
And they do that with the pops, like that one that Kane exclusive that me and Brian got. You know, they're going to re-release that. You know, it's not a
You
fanatic.
think so?
Yeah, they're going to release a version of that.
But that won't diminish yours.
Not for
It'll
another
just
15 or 20 years.
Yeah.
Well, see, like it won't diminish yours either because yours will still be the Fanatics exclusive one.
Yeah.
But there'll just be another one for bums like me to buy for 15
you know,
or 20
but
bucks.
I picked up a Kane at Indy with all of us together. That was a 2-pack with Edge, and that Kane looks better than the Hall of Fame one. I want to
It does.
switch them out.
They
It's a-
have that.
it's a-
I seen it
yeah.
at Target. I seen it at Target. Was going to pick it up and passed on it.
I got it
just
for
seems-
$20.
Yeah, it just sucks it's with Edge.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, I put tape over his side, so
Man.
Tell me how you really feel about Edge. I saw
you
it
don't want to know. I'll tell you.
Y'all
the story
don't like
one day.
Edge?
No, we have the personal feelings between each
Yeah,
other.
the story's good.
Kev,
Real good.
in three
tell it one
words, describe how you feel about Edge.
3.
Fuck my balls.
I meant to say that the
That's
words
it.
didn't have to correlate. It could have just been 3 descriptors, but I
Okay.
mean that works too. You know,
Bitch, cocksucker, twat waffle.
there you go.
Well, whatever female viewers we did have, I'm sure
Wait,
gone
let me
there.
hear.
Gone.
Sorry.
He's a disgrace to Canada.
Ms.
Sorry.
Elkins just
Damn.
left.
Hey, 3
Oh.
words. See you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right. Let's keep going here. Roger, it's your turn, man.
All right, so I just got in the mail today the ringside exclusive, which I don't think it is.
I love that thing.
Dirty Dom.
Jail time.
Jailbird Dom.
Jail changes
Hey.
the man.
Prison changes a
It
man.
Changes the man. Telling you, it changes the man. And then my dumbass forgot to bring out the pictures I got from Ben and Will. I put them in the binder already. So
Damn.
I was a dumbass. So I got this from Will.
Oh, baby.
Ray Wyatt signed that blue pop.
Steven, that deserves a grunt, Steven.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
If you ever sell that thing, hit me up.
Oh, I will. Hey, if you ever get rid of that Schamberger, hit me up.
I will.
And then I got also from Will
Very
Ooh.
nice.
Alexa
I like that.
Bliss. Damn,
I like that pink.
Blair.
I'm not talking about her autograph.
So,
And
in my
drop
opinion,
down.
of
Well,
all
we
the
just lost a
Bray,
few more.
yeah, of all the Bray elites that they made, that one right there is the most, probably the most. I don't know how to put it. It's probably the most meaningful because he has that blue Universal title, which would have been his last World Championship, and they literally retired that belt when he passed away, and Roman gave it to his family. So I would say that elite is the most meaningful elite they made of Bray. That's just my opinion. Just
Did
throwing
you
it
know
out.
there's two versions of that figure?
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
I got the lighter haired one and the darker hair one.
Very nice.
This one's the lighter haired one.
See, now you got Roger feeling incomplete because he don't have both color hairs.
That's the JSA certified autographed Bray Wyatt one is what that
Yep.
is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
That's
then
the
I
tribal
got
chief version.
Will and Ben or somebody, maybe even Miss Jess, got me this Dolph Ziggler signed at Indy. And
Yep.
this happens to be the Chase version of the
Nice.
Dolph Ziggler. So that was awesome. And then I got the
Penta.
Penta Zero. Steve, what did you do, Stevie?
Ben showed up. That
I
it
got the-
automatically zoomed out.
I got the Penta El Mero 1, and I got the Legends of Luchadors 2.
Hell yeah.
I
That's
love
nice.
that one.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
they got somebody got that signed for me, so thank you very much again. I greatly appreciate it. And that's all I got. Oh no, wait.
I would love to take all the credit for that, but those last three was all Jess.
Thank you, Miss Jess. You're the greatest. You're the greatest shipper, and thank you very much for getting these signed for me. I greatly appreciate it.
What's up,
And
man?
What's that?
It's probably because Will was sitting there and Jess was like, "You still got to get these AEW talent signed by Roger," and Will was probably like, "Blah!" And so she had to go do it for him.
He had to go do it for him. And then I got the
Steven,
two.
do that again.
And then I got the two. Oh my God!
I suddenly
Well,
have to take a dump.
Hold on.
Jesus
Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something. That's not true at all. Jess and I both ran all over that convention getting shit signed, so that's not true. And we absolutely love and enjoy getting people's stuff signed that are gonna appreciate it and gonna respect it, and that are easy to work with and stuff like that. So, we don't mind getting anything signed for Roger. Some of the other people, it was a little more difficult, a little more challenging, but we really enjoyed getting that stuff done for him because he appreciates the hell out of it, just like we do,
Oh,
and we take care of people's stuff just like it's ours. So,
yep.
Selfless.
Miss Jess is the best shipper. You never have to worry about anything getting damaged. I've gotten boxes from them that look like UPS, just punting them like a damn football. Everything inside is beautifully safe. No issues ever. She's the best shipper, best packer. She's the greatest.
I agree.
thank you.
And then I got the two cards that are only TRC exclusive.
Yep.
Number
yeah.
one cards signed by Phineas and oh shit.
Henry.
Thank you. Henry.
Guys, don't sleep on those cards. Those
Godwin.
cards are awesome.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
Those cards are
don't
amazing.
sleep. Yeah, don't sleep on those cards. I mean, if I can try and get a better hold on.
Shane's here too.
What's up,
If
Shane?
I can get a better picture. You can't get these cards anywhere else but TRC, and these are the first cards that we made for TRC, and you can see the quality, you can see the signatures, they're great. I mean, don't sleep on these, like Brian said. Do not sleep on these. You'll miss
Hey,
out.
Roger, show the back of them.
Okay.
Please. Look at there.
Hell yeah.
This autograph card is certified authentic by Top Rope Wrestling Collectibles and Autographs.
Yep.
Yep. And again, don't sleep on these cards. These are the number one cards. Once they're gone, you won't be able to get them. So if you want to complete a set and keep it going, don't sleep on these.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Don't
And
sleep
that's
on
all I
those.
got.
Don't sleep on those and don't lose those.
Do not.
Nash says he loves the cards. He said the spot for the signature is sweet. I agree.
It is, yes.
I agree.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And if I'm correct, that was all Ben.
That got the cards going. Yeah. And,
Yeah.
this is just Series 1. There's still plenty of talent that are going to have cards as well for Series 1. So
The Mountie will be the next
exciting.
one.
Mountie's next.
Mountie.
And guys, they're only $10, and that's free shipping back to you. So I mean,
Yeah.
you're probably pay $5 or less for a signature, and it's a custom card.
Yep.
I'm Frank the Monster.
All right. Well, Kev, what do you got for show and tell this week, man?
Speaking of this Schamberger, this Bray Schamberger.
Woo!
God damn.
Yeah,
That's
that's good.
good.
Right there. You want to talk about a grunt?
I love this son of a bitch.
I love this son bitch. Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
That's awesome right there.
And I have
Well-
one more thing. My holy grail that I got from Will.
Something better than that?
Yes.
There is
Damn,
nothing
B.
better than that. Wow.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
I
Oh,
seen that,
damn.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Guys, that thing's beautiful.
That's
You can
awesome.
see it at the Hall of Fame program signed by Hulk Hogan,
Yep.
oh,
professionally
I remember that.
trained. The Hall of Fame coin with it.
Yep.
Holy
remember
fucking
that.
grail.
Yep.
and the picture of Hogan from the ceremony down there at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, that thing's beautiful.
That thing is gorgeous.
I'm
Kev
going
was
to
like-
sleep with this thing tonight.
You talk about the boom, boom, boom. There you go.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's all I got.
Kev, we got some pretty awesome Hogan pieces, didn't we?
Hell yeah, we did.
All from
All right.
William Hudson right there, baby.
Kevin says, wow. Nash says, holy, 2 fire bangers. All right, Dr. Nick, how you going to beat that stuff, man?
All right. Well, I got
Hold my beer. I got you.
The Chase Ultimate Warrior Basic. I didn't have this one because the original one came with the him and the Sheamus 2-pack, and I never got that one. So I tried to collect all the different variations of Warrior.
Nice.
And this one has the spreading legs too, right?
Oh yeah, yep. And I got this from
Spreading legs.
William. I've got.
You had to say it. You couldn't have let it go, Stephen. I was trying to keep a straight face.
I'm sorry,
I absolutely
man.
love this one. The Southern
What is-
Justice. That
Oh,
came
nice.
out
Yeah, that's beautiful.
amazing.
I like that green.
Yeah.
Yeah, that green
And
was
I
a
don't
big
I
pop.
don't know if he still does signings or not, Colonel Parker.
Every once in a while,
I
very
might
rarely.
try to get that added to it. And then I got, since fucking Greg always cancels every goddamn year,
Whoa.
I gave up.
Wow.
I'm like, I'm not meeting the son of a bitch. I'm just getting this fucking auto. Fuck him.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
I tell you what, the
Don't hide
podcast
anything.
has entered the attitude era.
And then I got this
Yeah.
from Ben from the last live sale. I got me a beautiful Ron Simmons.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
Look,
That's
man,
gorgeous.
look at that
Beautiful.
belt, dude.
Yeah, beautiful blue paint pen. And puppies.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like that
bro.
green
Well,
too.
she actually signed that really well, too.
Yeah. And then I got this today from Ben. I got the Nasty
Oh, yeah.
Boys and beautiful green paint pen. Looks
The Nasty
fantastic.
Boys.
Nice.
And I got 2 more things, and then I'll be done. I got me a 106 Carmelo Hayes, the regular edition.
Oh, nice.
And then I got Elite 105 Dominic Mysterio.
There you go.
I'll end up getting the other one too, but I just like having like sometimes if one's in their gear that come out I like, I'll get them. So
Hey,
But
Dr.
that's-
Nick,
yeah, what's up?
did you get that Jericho housing?
Yeah, I pre-ordered it.
Yeah, me
It
too.
should be coming pretty soon.
Yeah, I think next month.
We just lost viewers again.
Shut up.
God,
Man.
Honestly, I think it would be cool to get it signed by Danhausen and Jericho.
Yep,
I
I
think that'd
agree.
be neat. But yep, that's what I got.
Hell yeah, dude. Great haul, man. Those basics look so good now.
They are.
Oh, I
They do look
know.
good.
I
They did
wouldn't
a good
mind
job,
getting
man.
my hands on a basic, and I'd be like, "You're going to be a new beater because I'm taking you out of the package."
Whoa.
Nah,
Wow.
that's come on now, Brian.
It's your birthday, man. Do what you want.
Dude, yeah, live a little, man.
It's your party.
Go
You can cry if you
Steven.
want to.
I
Yeah,
hate
go
you
Steven.
guys. No.
Oh,
I'm glad you knew what that was from.
Oh yeah.
especially Stevie.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Damn it,
Will.
Kyle.
All
All
right,
right, I'm gonna go real quick because I don't have anything that cool, but I do have a VHS copy in excellent condition of the very first WrestleMania.
Wow.
Very,
That's cool.
very cool.
Yep.
Very
Beautiful.
cool.
I see
Shit,
Rick back
and-
there on the styling and profiling on your shelf.
Oh yeah, Slick Rick's watching over us.
Love
But look at that, WrestleMania 1, excellent play. Plays really good. I mean, you're talking 1985 came out on VHS and plays really well. So I ordered these a little while back, and I don't really like pre-ordering too much, but I ordered these, and the only reason I ordered this one is because he was cheaper than buying the NWO version. So I'm planning on taking this one out of the package and putting the NWO shirt on them and putting them on my NWO shelf is my plan. So that's why I bought that one. And
yeah.
you know what we got to do? You know what time it is.
Rip
Rip
it.
'em.
Rip it.
Rip 'em. Rip 'em.
Rip 'em.
You know what time it is, guys.
Breaking my heart, but still.
Show it,
Baby.
Brian.
Xbox,
Hey, it's like Hogan said. Rip 'em.
That's what I wanna
Xbox in
see.
the building, baby.
Show it.
And then And then the one and only, like I said, I'm going to go real quick on this one. The one and only, I think a lot of us have been waiting for.
Oh,
I've
shit.
been waiting for years and years
Look how
to
beautiful.
get this bad boy. Absolutely love it. And yes, I did buy one extra to get signed, but isn't this incredible? One of my all-time favorite figures, and it just came out. Didn't even know I needed it until it came out. And you know what time it is, guys?
I know I need it now. I'm gonna go order it.
No, not that one.
Yes.
Well, he has two of them, Roger.
No, I know, but still.
He has one to play and one to stare at.
Gotta let it breathe.
You got to put this in the ring, brother, with the new
Let it
Yokozuna
breathe.
Ultimate coming out on the 28th of this month. You got to put this right next to that new Yokozuna.
I love that elbow pad.
I love it. I love it.
You got an extra set. You got an extra set of drop down hips in there.
I know. It's awesome. So that's all I'm going to show for this week. And I will tell you guys, this coming Tuesday, there's going to be some stuff that you haven't seen, and there's going to be some stuff that's a one of a kind. And yes, we'll have some signed Funkos. I get asked that every week. We will have some signed Funkos, and we're going to have an item from 1998 that is really, really unique. It's from the SummerSlam 1998 weekend and the Attitude Era, and you're going to love it. So check us out Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, guys. Go ahead.
Can't wait.
What's up, Ricky?
Ricky in the house.
Hey, Ricky.
Kevin says that's awesome. So sweet, says Nash. All right, Ben, Shane, you guys came in late. You guys got anything for show and tell this week?
Yep.
All right, cool. Ben, you go next.
All right. So everybody, they didn't hear the story. I have a daughter that started T-ball tonight, so she had practice tonight. We just got back in. Well, I just watched his documentary. I'm behind, and I just watched it, and I thought about it. I don't know if I've ever showed it. I might have. I don't know. But I have a complete shield.
Wow.
Oh, that's sweet.
Awesome.
Seth Roman, Dean,
That's
Holy
cool.
Grail piece. Yeah.
Hell
There,
yeah.
just saw the Roman documentary. It was a good one. And then the last thing that I actually was pumped about is the 4-pack. I'm excited about that Hogan
The Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
with the belt. So that was the 4-pack. Then, now, forever. Other than that, that's all I got. So I can use my time real quick. Pre-orders. I'll be on tomorrow night for the Mountie. If you still want to make a pre-order, they're $25 a piece. Please check out. We got all the kinds of different options, from photos, from the Mountie hats to the magazines. That was his only cover on the Battle Mania, and that magazine is not cheap, but that's his only cover. And then we also have orders for pre-orders for Al Snow, which is May 4th. So please check those out. And that's all I got, guys.
What do
Hell
you
yeah,
want?
man. I'm excited about Al Snow for sure. I mean, the
What
mountain is
does
cool and
everybody
stuff,
want?
but Al Snow was, that was
Your
my
open
dude.
nose.
Yeah.
They're from Mary. She just came running in here.
Hey,
Hurry up,
Ben,
give it to her.
by the way, before you got here, they said that you were playing T-ball.
And then Kev said, "Can he even hit it off the tee?"
I mean,
No, I'm the pitcher, not the catcher.
Damn, all right.
Yeah.
The catcher.
All right.
Hey, admit
It
it.
is the
Ben,
catcher.
Ben sending home runs over the fence over all them small
I
kids.
mean,
Yeah, Ben's like, I'm calling my shot.
right there.
Wow. All right, G.I. Shane P.
Oh,
Where's the hat
Well,
at today, dude?
Where'd the hat go?
yeah, I'm slacking today. No hat.
Shane said, "Fuck that hat."
Yeah,
What he said.
I didn't have one by me. I feel naked without my hat, but you get
Oh,
that
it looks good.
fucking going bald. You guys, I sent you guys a
Hello.
picture of this,
I
but
love that white, man.
Nice.
yeah,
That turned out nice.
It
That's
did.
At ease.
Great.
I like it. I dig it. This cane turned
At
out
ease,
great.
maggots.
I had a great time this weekend with my son. We went to the Astro Comic Con. Met quite a few wrestlers, and we went to a couple toy stores this weekend. Um, the Arcade Bro one I got. I'm kind of pissed that this was the last one I got, and I was holding it like down by my side, and it was still wet, and somebody brushed across it, so
Oh, I
it
see it.
kind of destroyed
Yeah.
the
Oh
auto.
man.
Yeah.
So
It
I was
still
a little
looks good though.
bummed.
Still looks
But
Hell,
good though.
from
Still
what I
looks
hear,
good.
from what I've
Yeah.
seen on Facebook, you probably got Matt Riddle's number. You just call him up.
Have him do another one.
You're his new Detroit
we
plug. So
yeah, we were kicking it. It was cool. I found this Logan Paul at one of the little toy shows that I went to over the
Oh,
weekend.
nice.
with the prime bottle.
Yeah. The Mick Foley that I got signed. That was
Nice.
pretty cool. And then I found the Hurricane at Target.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I
yeah.
That's
gotta
a
get
nice
me one of
pop.
those.
And
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
stand back. There's a hurricane
That's an
coming
older
through.
one.
Let's see how it looks out of the package.
It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Is that a new one or is that older? Because I thought
That's a newer one.
It's the one with British Bulldog, King Booker, John Cena, The Rock,
What's
Vader.
what's the series on the front? 151. Okay, yeah, I guess that is new.
Yeah.
Shit, I gotta go to
I
Target.
usually open my pops, so
I wish I could get that signed, but he doesn't do signings because he's a road agent.
yeah. No, that's all I got.
Hell, he was doing signings like 10 years ago because he
Hey,
was at the
hey.
convention we met Vader at and Dusty.
Hey, Shane, Steven said you had the Cody Rhodes one, didn't you?
I do. I got it opened in my son's room on the shelf.
Nice.
Yeah, I usually open all my Funko Pops. The
I was hoping-
Mankind, when I got that one, I think I paid a little more for that, so I never opened it. And then it just so happened he came here, and I had that, and I had the Elite, when he was the manager, I think the general manager, that Elite that was like recent. I have that one, and then I had one of the Mr. Sacco like remake things.
Oh yeah, the
And
Commissioner Foley with like the cactus and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. And so I was like debating on which three to, which one I want to get signed, and I thought the Funko would look the coolest. I think the Sacco that I had would have looked pretty cool too, but they charge so fucking much money, and you can't afford to get more than one thing signed when you're getting,
Yeah.
four
Yeah.
things signed, and the fucking you want your picture taken too, because like I was with my son, and that was his first time ever going to something like that and meeting famous people and seeing all these wrestlers, and so I knew he wanted to get his picture with his dad and a wrestler, so I paid the extra. All the money I paid extra to get pictures, I could have got an extra auto or something that I might have did if I was by myself. But crazy, like Slaughter, I love the guy. He charged, when he was at the local toy store, he charged $60 an auto. Doesn't matter how many things you had. And then over here, it was a $20 upcharge on any figures or anything else, and $120 it cost me to get my figure signed and get a picture taken. I'm like, this is ridiculous, man. Crazy. But he looks good. He I mean, sometimes the older wrestlers, they look rough, and he looked pretty good. But there was
So
a few other ones that didn't show up. Hacksaw was supposed to be there. I didn't see him. Sabu didn't show up. Rob Van Dam didn't show up. And I
Sabu
think
didn't
there
show up
was
to the Hall
the
of Fame
lose no
either.
time.
I think there was another one.
I'll see Sabu and Hacksaw here next weekend.
Yeah.
If Sabu shows. He
Yeah.
does that to a lot
Yeah,
of shows.
Sabu was in the basement getting ready for the Hall of Fame, and he just decided not to go upstairs.
Wow.
Hey, real quick, Shane, when you put up for that Son Funko, Marin's first thing she saw that, she goes, "Ooh, I like that." So
Yeah.
you got a compliment from her. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
I love signed Funkos because they don't take up a lot of space.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think I got like 3 or 4 now.
Oh yeah, Ben, I showed off the Rob Van Dam. It got here today, so
Nice.
Hey,
yeah.
so did Scott Steiner show up at Indy?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what he was charging?
I want
I
to say
don't
60.
remember.
I want to
60, I
say
think.
60 bucks,
Something like
probably.
that.
Well, with the way he
Scott
does
Steiner,
math, there's
no.
no telling, man.
No,
He had
his
Kurt Angle
price
to the
said
mix,
60
you
at the
know.
table.
He
The
probably
Scott
numbers don't
Steiner's
lie.
price. Hold on, guys. Scott Steiner's price said 60 at the table, but every time you walked up to him with an item, he just told you what he thought 80, 90, 100, 120, whatever. He does that at every show. So
Yeah.
it wasn't one of those he was charging 40 bucks on everything. I mean, he literally changed the price. I had a
Oh,
member
yeah.
reach out to me earlier last week and say, "Hey, I went to see Scott Steiner at a show and they advertised it at 40 bucks. The guy charged me 90 to sign my item."
Did the same
Yeah, I
damn
met-
thing to me
Yep.
with the NWO piece. He already had Nash and Bret Hart on there, so he counted it up. He goes, because it's supposed to be 40, and he goes, $80. And he goes,
Yeah,
is Jeff
last
Jarrett gonna
year-
be here? I'm like, no. So if Jeff Jarrett would have been there, it'd probably been over $100.
I had 2
Yeah.
items to get signed by him. The magazine was 40 bucks. And I said, "Oh, I got another item too. I had a WCW figure." And he's like, "Oh, that'll be 75." I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Never mind."
See, I
That's a
met
sad
him
I
at a
didn't.
show. I met him at a show in South Carolina, or it may have been North Carolina, and he charged 40 bucks. I had my belt to sign, so my belt was 40 bucks, and take a picture was another 20. So I got a picture with him and a belt for 60. He signed my belt for 60 bucks. I
Wow.
think it depends. I think it depends on the show, because this show was a card show, not a wrestling show. And he was the only one there. He was the only wrestler there. Same
Yep.
thing with Arn Anderson. I met Arn Anderson at a card show, and his was 40 or 60. And I got him to sign my belt, my television belt, and he took a picture with me. And it was 60 or 80 bucks for that total.
But you got to keep in mind, when was that? Because everything over the past 2 years has changed.
Yeah, this was during COVID, so it was.
Yeah, 4 years
I'd
ago.
say it was a couple years ago at least, because, well, it was even later than that. I take that back, because we moved here 4 years ago, and it was right
Yeah.
before that. So
Yeah.
It's all changed.
yeah, well, I'm just saying they've upped their charges in the last 4
Oh
years.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because
Oh, yeah.
that's the new
Or
market
I'm-
trend is
I'm
upcharging.
well aware. Well, you would know that,
Upcharge.
Roger, from your honky tonk belt. You would know.
Yeah,
They upcharge
Shit,
you
one
a
good
penny
thing
on that
about
thing.
this weekend is there was
But-
no lines. It was like a whole weekend thing. I waited literally not even 5 minutes to get Kane's autograph.
Huh.
The longest I waited was about 15 minutes for Mick Foley to get his autograph.
That's good.
well, here's one for you. When I went and met Arn Anderson and Scott Steiner both, people were walking by and going, "Who's that?"
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's a
I
card
had
show,
no idea.
so they don't.
Yeah.
Well, that concludes show and tell. So Will wanted to do something different or add something in for us tonight called Around the Room, where he's going to ask people questions.
Yep.
So
Yep. We're gonna go real quick. We're gonna do a half version of it this week, but starting next week, we're gonna do a new weekly segment of Around the Room. So the thing is, with most podcasts and shows, they fire off a bunch of quick questions and they get people's answers and all that stuff. So I'm going to ask individual folks questions, and you give your answer and tell the reason why, and then I'm going to move on to somebody else with a different question. So first question of the night, this one's going to go out to Roger. Roger, who is the greatest wrestling manager of all time and why?
Oof, that's not even tough. Bobby the Brain Heenan, because he was just the way he did things and his promos and the way he carried himself as his character, second to none.
Nice. Okay, great answer. Hey, Ben Bowman, what's the greatest SummerSlam match of all time?
I would. See, I would go either any 88, 89 in those times, with what was it, the Hogan and Brutus with versus Zeus and Macho King. Don't say.
What makes that the greatest match of SummerSlam in your mind?
In my mind, well, they had, of course, they had at the time. Hell, I'm even wearing a Macho King shirt. Just it was Hogan versus Macho. Zeus was unstoppable at that time. I don't even know if he lost or he was pretty damn near unstoppable. They brought out the No Holds Barred movie, an entrance starting and getting to that movie, which is probably my favorite wrestling movie. But overall, I mean, it had it was the Brutus and Hulk be able to stop Macho King and Zeus, and then you had to find out. And to me, that stands out most out of all of them, out of a lot of the SummerSlams. Then if I got into recent ones, like I would have said Brock versus Rock. Seen the earliest Brock is the earliest champ.
Okay.
But not 88, 89?
89, yeah. Hey,
89.
Steven, what's the greatest Royal Rumble match of all time?
Talk about Royal Rumbles or like
Yeah,
on
the
the
actual-
pay-per-view?
No, the actual Royal Rumble.
The greatest Royal Rumble of all time. This is the one that was in Saudi Arabia, man.
Shit.
I'm just kidding.
Well, we just lost more viewers.
No, I'd probably say maybe 97, the first year that Stone Cold Steve Austin won.
Okay. Anything to add? Any reason why? Or
Just because he was just so hot at the time, as far as the crowd reactions and everything. So, I mean, Stone Cold even to this day still gets huge pops when he makes his cameos. But back then, that was like a genuine. This guy is the new top guy in the company, and it's it just felt good to see him win.
Gotcha. Hey, Brian Howitz, what's the greatest world championship title design of all time?
Big Eagle for me, just because
Big Eagle?
that's the Attitude Era. I mean, yeah, I think it's the greatest design.
So when you picture the Big Eagle, who do you picture holding that belt?
Stone Cold. I picture Kane
Yeah.
holding it. I mean, Kane only had it for 24 hours, but I mean, mainly I picture Stone Cold with it.
Gotcha.
Stone
Hey,
Cold.
Dr. Nick.
Stone Cold.
Dr. Nick, what was the best WCW pay-per-view main event?
Honestly, and this might be out of left field, I think because of how a lot of people just, I mean, especially at the time, it was when Ron Simmons won the World Heavyweight title against Vader. And I think
what made that so cool?
I think the reason why I enjoyed it was they were finally giving Ron his flowers. They were finally putting the stamp on, this guy's worked his butt off. And to take it off such a huge guy like Vader, that says something. And it was also a huge thing for, African Americans. There had not been a, African American champion other than, The Rock's dad was, a tag champion. But other than that, that was the first time that had ever happened. So it was kind of opening the door for future generations.
Gotcha. Hey, Kev Buckler, who's the greatest big man wrestler of all time and why?
Vader. And I say that because his massive size, he could jump off, do moonsaults off the top ropes. He does flips. It's just, I could have said Bam Bam Bigelow too. I was stuck there, but I'm going with Vader.
Okay. And I think Shane Powers, is he still here or did he leave us?
His tablet died.
Yeah.
He done fell off the face. All right. So just think about that, just real quick, shooting questions out, covering that around the room real quick. And, guys, start thinking about that for next week, and we can kind of cover some different things, but everybody gets a different question and, it's all opinion based, but we want to make sure that we're giving everybody a chance to answer. Shane would have got one too, but he wasn't here. So, and
He
then
got
I'll have
scared.
some more. Yeah, I'll have some more next week too. So, but you
Oh,
know,
that's a great idea.
one thing we want to do is, get your opinions on stuff. And, maybe there's folks out there watching and listening and going back and watching replays. And, maybe they're wondering, like, what's a good pay-per-view for me to watch? What's a good pay-per-view for me to see that, maybe I only watch Attitude Era forward. So if I'm going to go back and watch classic stuff, what's a good pay-per-view? So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to, recommend like WrestleMania 4 or WrestleMania 5 or 6 or whatever it may be. So things like that. So, but it's something that I want to get going and really start talking about and digging into our opinions on stuff. So
Sure.
just be prepared for that next week, guys. Go ahead,
Love it.
Steven.
And hey, and real quick, and those guys in the chat, if you guys want to answer along with it, go ahead.
Yeah, please
Oh
do.
yeah, for sure. Larry Walker's in the house. What's up, Larry?
Hey, Larry.
Hey, Larry.
What's up, Larry?
All right, so final
Hey,
segment.
Larry. Hey, Larry's the one I was talking about, guys. When we were talking about the Scott Steiner pricing, he's the one I was talking about. We were just talking about Scott Steiner pricing. It was Larry and I's conversation. Now that you said Larry was here, I remembered it was me and him talking, and Scott Steiner upcharged him for an item too. It was for an elite figure. So go ahead, Steven.
That damn Steiner math.
Well, Larry said SummerSlam 89 for Ben's question, and then for my question, he said 92 Royal Rumble. Kevin did. Van Gelder. So final segment of the night, we just wanted to write down like our Rushmore or our favorite theme songs. I didn't do individual pages this time. I kind of just put it all on the same page because I was in a little bit of a rush today. But we'll go ahead and I'll pop it up on the screen for us here. So first up, we've got Willie H here. And so his top theme songs, and if you want to say a little bit about it, man, go for it. But
well, like Voodoo Child. So if you remember, and you can't even see this on the network because they don't even have it on there, or Peacock or whatever. On Peacock when Hogan comes out, you only hear the NWO theme, which is great music. But back during the day in WCW on pay-per-views, when it was a big match, Hollywood Hogan would come out to Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix. And it was so cool. Like it just set that big fight feel. And then if you look forward to like the Brock Lesnar theme, it's the same concept. It sets that big fight feel. The NWO theme at the time, 96, 97, 98, was so unique compared to the other themes out there. Not only did it have the music, but it had some of the guys talking during the music and different things like that. So, that was so unique. I would say that belongs on the Mount Rushmore of themes. And then also, too, one of the best themes of all time is Roddy Piper's Scotland the Brave. And not only did he come out to Scotland the Brave, but on more than one occasion did he come out to actual Piper's piping to Scotland the Brave. And it was just incredible. So those are my picks. Like I said, I told you guys in the chat, I think mine was a little different than what a lot of other people would have thought of or would really considered. But that Voodoo Child, absolutely incredible.
Oh, yeah, man. Good picks, too.
Awesome.
All right, and we'll go ahead and we'll move over to Kev next here. So we got Bray Wyatt's original theme, so the Wyatt family theme.
Yeah, the Wyatt family. That's self-explanatory. And the Demolition, too.
Yep, Larry agreed with you on the Demolition theme.
Festus theme. Nice.
Now, the Festus is the biscuits and gravy theme. I love it. It's still to this day.
That's awesome.
Kevin, of course, Van Gelder talking about Hogan's original theme. I know a couple people put that on their list, which is understandable because it's iconic. And then of course, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Then the WCW back in the day, they released a CD or a tape or whatever.
He's Simply Ravishing.
And yeah, there we go. I love that. Simply Ravishing, Rick Rude. They had a Man Called Sting on there too, and all those theme songs. But
Man Called Stung.
Ravishing Rick Rude was awesome. That was one of them. It's on my Mount Rushmore.
You know what? I could almost sit here and sing that Sting song because I can hear it playing in my head where he's talking about he's big as a bull and he's quick as a cat. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Oh my gosh.
I could sing the damn 3 count shit. All of their damn songs. It's horrible.
There you go. How
All
about
right,
how about Bad Street USA?
Yes. I'm gonna break down into it, rap his crap. I can do it all.
So speaking of Hulk
Brian.
Hogan, Brian's got a Hulk Hogan here at the top.
Yep. And now, who doesn't get excited when you hear Hulk Hogan's theme song? Come on,
I
right?
am a real
Yeah.
American.
And then obviously, like William, the NWO theme. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, when you hear that, it just gets you pumped. And then these last two, I try to go with ones that are like, I mean, I'm not saying, but these two right here, I think are impactful. When you hear the dong from Undertaker, and the lights go out, dude, chills. And then obviously when you hear the glass break, you know hell's about to break.
Well, and Hogan's theme was originally Barry Windham and Rotundo's.
Rotundo. Yep.
Those are my four.
You know what though? Like I said, Brian, that NWO theme was so unique for its time because you got to remember, even at Bash of the Beach '96, how much that was built up. Those guys came out with some random theme music that they had used for the video montage build-up, and it wasn't the NWO theme. It wasn't for a couple more weeks that you started hearing that, and then once you first heard that, every time you heard that, you're like, "Oh shit, it's about to get real."
Yep. Love it.
Oh yeah, Roger, you're up next here, man. Got you on the corner.
So Razor Ramon, that pretty much goes unspoken. I mean, his music coming out was just amazing. Triple H,
which one? Which Triple H, Roger?
Yeah, My Time or The King.
The King.
Or, wow.
It's all about the game.
The King when he came out. The King.
It's my time.
Talking about bad attitude, bad attitude.
What the hell?
When you heard that, just like with other guys, when you heard that, you knew shit was going down.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Rhea Ripley, that one goes unspoken. That's just bringing in the energy, and that makes you want to just do a mosh pit. I mean, that one, as soon as it stops and she slams her foot and looks up, that's it. You know it's going down.
So this next one, is this Dashing Cody Rhodes or the new one?
No,
or the Stardust.
Hey, I enjoy Dashing.
This is a new one. Because yeah, exactly. Because
we're only smoking mirrors.
If you think about it, he controls the crowd at that point. So that makes that one just the top of mind because of how when it comes out, they know who's coming out, they know what's going on, and they know the crowd. He controls the crowd on that, and then so whoever, what do you want to talk about? I mean, he knows he can control the crowd. The crowd knows what's about to happen, and they're right along with it. So for me, you have to have that because of just the pure magnification of it.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna start asking that question in the chat every day. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, exactly. What do you want to talk about? All right, let's move on. Next, we got Ben. Now, Ben, you gave me some honorable mentions as well, but because of room's sake, I wasn't able to fit them on there.
Fabulous Freebirds. You can't. Yeah.
Ben would never talk more than he needed to.
Yeah, so the very first one, man, that one gets me pumped. Here, the Batista, and then the fireworks. That I love that song, Batista.
Do that again, Ben.
Yeah, and then I knocked over the phone. And then of course
Ben got
Hulk Hogan
excited there.
Yes, that was of course always you still sing it, even though it feels good, bad. That was the good one. Now, the DX was between the DX or the New Age Outlaws. Of course, New Age Outlaws is a good one, but I like the DX theme. And then the last one, I was having trouble. Here's some little history. Fabulous Freebird theme music was the very first theme music to be used in wrestling. They were allowed to come out to the ring with theme music. So, of course, we're talking about music. You got to include the Bad Street USA.
I want to tell you a story.
And then my honorable mention was American Males. American Males.
Right, man.
She's singing it. Okay. But that was the honorable mention.
Hell yeah.
Fabulous Freebirds.
Atlanta,
Yeah.
GA.
Yeah, you can't not have Fabulous Freebirds. That's my bad on that. That's an awesome pick, Ben.
Hell yeah. All right, next up we got Dr. Nick here. First up,
So
well, no, this isn't Ass Man. This is the other one.
The one.
I really now I everybody enjoys the I'm an ass man, bow,
Bah,
bow,
bah.
but I really love the one Billy Gunn theme. It was just the gimmick didn't take off very well, but the theme was really good. Ken Shamrock, as soon as you hear that, he'd come out there, boom, 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 somebody was getting their ass whooped. Big
Yep.
Boss Man, and I don't mean the shitty one during the Attitude Era. I'm talking the Cobb County, Georgia.
Have you ever been to trip down the Cobb County?
Man,
And
I like the Attitude Era one though.
and then the Rob Conway one was when he came out. He wore sunglasses, and they were trying to do like a suave Shawn Michaels type gimmick. Just look at me, yeah, and I a sight to see.
I
The
remember.
whole damn world wants to look like
I
me,
remember
but they
that.
can't.
Damn it, I tried to forget it, but now I remember.
And then WCW, they had two versions of 3 count.
Yeah, I want to know which one you're talking about.
The second one. The one that they did with Tank Abbott.
The Backstreet Boys,
Yes,
Instinct
yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Britney Spears is kind of cute. We watched
Uh-huh.
TRL on MTV.
Yep.
Everybody 3 count, 1, 2, 3.
Yep. I enjoyed
One.
both of them, but that one always cracked me up.
2, 3. Yeah, I know. I'm pathetic.
Nah, man, you're good. You're good. You're good. Well, hey, that's some good choices, man. All right, then up here we got my choices here. So first of all, Seth Rollins, Burn It Down, talking about the one before the one he uses now, where it was just like burn it down, without the whoa, because that's cool too. But like, I used to work out in the gym to that Burn It Down song. And then Kane's theme song, Slow Chemical, the one performed by Finger 11 with the lyrics. Then Rebel Heart for Johnny Gargano, which he's got a new theme song now, and I think it sucks compared to the Rebel Heart. I was kind of like conflicted because I wanted to put Shinsuke's theme song there instead of Johnny Gargano, but I don't know, man. I just like that Rebel Heart song a lot. Then Stone Cold Steve Austin, as previously mentioned, when the glass shatters and the crowd goes wild, you just know that you're about to see some good shit.
Yep.
And then the Brood theme, always got the Brood theme stuck in my head. I hadn't even watched wrestling in a decade at one point, and I'm just sitting there still thinking about that. Burr, 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 burr. Man,
Then you
those
hear
are
like people in the background hyperventilating, and it's like,
yeah.
I got a question. I got a comment to that. True story. Every time we start this, and you play the intro to the podcast,
Yeah.
I always have the Brood theme in my head because you notice when you go back every time that we started, I'm shaking my head like Gangrel to the beat up and down because I always have the Brood song in my head for some reason.
Yeah, it's a great song, man. I love it. And Slow Chemical as well. Most people haven't even heard that entire song, but if you go listen to the entire song, it's great start to finish.
You mean you don't like the new DIY song?
What? No, no. Yeah. I was talking about the Kane song, but yeah, I don't really like the DIY. I like the.
It's horrible. Song. It's horrible.
All right, and then lastly, we've got Shane here with just a solid 3 here. But he left, and I just remembered that. Of course, he picked Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan definitely made it on this list the most out of anybody. Then Stone Cold, I think, was kind of tied with that. So it definitely seems like a lot of theme songs that we think are the best are the ones that have been around for decades and decades that have just kind of imprinted themselves into our personalities.
You know what Hogan song I was hoping for? He's got red, white, and blue running through his veins.
I love that song.
And then we got the Legion of Doom theme song, which was the first on this list. And that's a great one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's like Nash said in the comments earlier, it's hard to just pick like 4 or 5 or whatever because there's so many great theme songs. But one thing is certain: the older theme songs are far much better.
Well, and
than,
Jim Johnston and Jimmy Hart wrote a ton of them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I mean, like the guy they got doing them nowadays is hit or miss, but like Jim Johnston pretty much nailed it every single theme.
The best Hulk Hogan
I'm really
song
surprised. I'm really surprised that the Rock's music's not on there because his music's really good.
That's really good. The best Hogan song is the one that they had Evad Sullivan coming out to. I want to be a Hulkamaniac.
Oh yeah.
I was surprised we didn't have a lot of like the Golden era type of music. The only one reason why I like Honky Tonk Man's theme song, but I wouldn't put him on there because he's a cocksucker. So that's why. But I was singing there. I'm cool. I'm cocky. I'm bad. That's then the Hillbilly Jim or Power Driver from Coco. I mean, a lot of the early WWF albums 1 and 2 had some great demo. Yeah, that was another good one.
Well, what about nobody took Macho Man or Ric Flair or?
Well, Macho Man's technically just the graduation song.
And Ric Flair's from the Space Odyssey, so I mean.
Or Dusty Rhodes, I'm a common man.
Yeah.
So yeah, someone in the comments did say Dusty Rhodes. It was Larry Walker that said it. Will, I was going to put the new Final Boss Rock theme song because I think that theme is dope. Like how it changes after like 30 seconds.
I always like the Hollywood Rock.
Yeah,
that's a good one too.
$1 Million Man, and then also you've got Shane McMahon. Both money themed. But you know what? Greatest theme of all time, man. Andre the Giant, aka Nothing.
Yep. Couldn't you imagine Andre coming out to biscuits and gravy?
I think if Andre the Giant was wrestling today, he would be coming out to a Limp Bizkit song.
He just walks out. Anybody want a peanut? Princess Bride, man, I love that movie.
Now Andre the Giant would come out to "Move, Bitch, Get Out the Way" by Ludacris.
No, biscuits and gravy.
Harlem Heat. I liked Harlem Heat.
Oh,
ice,
yeah.
ice, cold,
Bye, Brian.
cold.
Bye, Brian.
All right, guys. So that's all we have for the show today. We went over about 23 minutes, but that's bound to happen.
Hi, Brian.
Biscuits and gravy.
Yes, biscuits and gravy.
So real quick, before we end the show, I just wanted to give another final happy birthday shout out to Steven. 34 years old. I remember the day he was born. I remember him being a little teeny tiny baby. I remember all that stuff. So shout out to Steven, and I hope you had a good birthday, man. And I know you're going to celebrate on the weekend, but just really happy for you. And
Thank you.
34 won't be long. You'll be catching up to your big brother, and you'll be hurting all over and have all sorts of problems and shit. But for now, enjoy it, and everybody here is very proud of you, and we're all thankful for you for all you do, and you definitely deserve a good birthday. So
appreciate it. Actually, real quick, let's have everybody try to guess my birth weight because that would be great. Yeah,
9 pounds 6 ounces.
Nope.
6
pounds.
6 pounds 8 ounces.
Does William know this?
yeah.
Yes, he does.
So he's void.
Of course he does.
8 pounds 2 ounces.
5 pounds 3 ounces.
5 pounds. Damn, B. I weighed more than that when I was conceived.
There's
Okay, 20 pounds 6 ounces.
Ben, what do you think, man?
Let's say 9'6".
Will,
I said that.
give him the answer.
He was a 10-pound baby.
Oh wow.
No. You're wrong.
Am I?
I was 11 pounds 4 ounces.
It's written in the baby book. I have to go look, but I knew it was up there.
I was
Big
fat.
old
I was
sucker.
fat from the get go, man.
I was 9'8" when I was born.
He was a big old sucker.
I don't even
Yeah.
know what the hell I was, so everybody's got me beat.
That's why I take care of my mama because that was rough.
My mom tells me she found me under a rock, so
Damn.
So I was just a little boy, and would sit there in the chair, and it was his grandmother's rocking chair on his side, and I'd sit there and rock him and stuff, and he'd just sit there and kind of hold on to my finger with his little hands, and just a little baby Steven back then. That was 34 years ago. It's hard to believe.
You couldn't do that now.
Then a
Shout
couple,
out
You couldn't do that now.
couple of
Shit.
years,
Although-
after that, I was
although-
trying to steal Will's Hasbro's.
Hey, do you know those? Hey, do you know those people that recreate those photos? You guys ought to recreate that. That'd be awesome.
There you
Me
go.
sitting in his lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, holding his finger.
Make it a TRC card.
Look, I'm almost 42 now. I'm older and weaker, and I'd probably fall apart.
Yeah, I was about to say that'd be rough, man.
I'd probably fall apart. Hell,
Hey, just think about
even
something cranberry vodka.
even if I was holding Ben in my arms like that, and Ben's the smallest one of us all, I'd probably fall apart. So,
Oh yeah, yeah, man. Mrs. Elkins apparently has had two 10-pound babies. Hopefully not at the same time.
No, she had them. I think 2 years apart.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. I think it
Still,
was
shout
2
out
years.
to her.
Yeah, shout out,
Shout out to Miss Elkins.
shout out to all the mamas in the world.
put this into perspective. He was 11 pounds and some change, right? My turkey at Thanksgiving was only a 12-pounder.
You had a Steven for turkey.
No, it's funny too, man, because like whenever I first came out, I didn't cry when they like tried to get me to cry, so they had to like whip my ass 2 or 3 times before I'd start crying.
Yeah.
It's just so funny, man. All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap this up, man. Thanks for
Wait.
all the birthday wishes. I appreciate it, man. Gonna be sure to get a slice of cheesecake this weekend. But we'll catch you guys for the live sale Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Will and Ben holding it down. Lots of new items to buy. I'll definitely be there to buy some, especially some signed pops. Unless Roger outbids me, then he'll be banned from the group forever. All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Later, guys.